Hi planner friends, it's Sydney from Sid Plants It Out. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to be doing my January monthly in my budget planner, along with kind of like writing out some budget stuff for January. Honestly, I've been putting this video off because money is hard right now. It's just the fact of the matter. My paychecks, I didn't realize how significantly this like extra money that we were getting, I didn't realize how significant it was until recently, now that we're not getting it anymore. I don't know, it had something to do with like government, like working on like a government contract, and but like they didn't have all of the, I don't even know exactly what happened. It was something about working on a government contract. So we were getting extra money because our company hadn't done all the things they needed to do yet to like have a government contract, but then they got all of the things, so now we don't get that money anymore, and honestly it's painful. Yeah, my paychecks have gone down significantly, and this first paycheck that I'm going to get is only gonna be 80 hours versus 88 hours. And then, yeah, I'm just, I'm feeling rather, what's the word? Dejected? I'm feeling kind of dejected, honestly, thinking about attempting to do all of the like budgeting and money saving and things that I want to do, because I just don't know that I'm going to make the money for it. But we're gonna do what we can. We're gonna do our best to actually pay attention to what we're spending and all those good things. So I'm gonna use, we're gonna at least make this pretty, right? We're gonna at least make it pretty. So I'm gonna use Roy G. Biv Boxes and Florals Volume 2 from Kel the Plan. And I want to use these ones, these like wintry ones, which I feel like I either used last year or the year before maybe, or something. I feel like I used these, but I don't know. I have like two here in this book, and then I have this piece, which I don't think I'm going to use. I don't know why I kept that, but that's okay. But yeah, so let's at least make this pretty. That'll help us feel not so like bad about it, right? I don't know. It's not like, it's just one of those things that I don't think I realized how much it was I know that I didn't realize how much it was like extra money and how much it was helping me to, you know, at least do a little bit of saving. And I was doing a little bit of saving, but then we stopped getting that extra money. And also I like traveled across the world and was spending a lot of my own money. And then when I would get paid back, I had to pay things up. I had to like, it just, there was no ability to like save any of that or anything like that because of all of the traveling, and it just didn't work out well. You know, it just wasn't, this year just didn't work out how I wanted it to. And now I'm not making any of that money, so now I'm really screwed. So yeah, good times. having a really good time. All right. Having both of these books out is a little bit obnoxious, but that's okay. I kind of want to, oh, it doesn't fit there. It doesn't fit there either. Where the hell is this supposed to fit? What? This might be wider than a normal, I guess. I don't know. That's weird that it doesn't fit here. Okay. Well, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this here. Oh boy. And then, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. How did I get something behind there? I don't even know what that is. Okay. I know I just like ripped the paper, but I'm gonna put it right back down, so it is okay. Okay, this day we're gonna have a payday, so I could put a box there. I could also, honestly, what I think I'm going to do, which we'll see how this goes since I like pushed this into the paper, but what I think I'm going to do is kind of like cut around this so that it doesn't have a flat edge. We'll see if I can get this up without it just like destroying the page. Nope. Okay, well, that's a good start. Undo to begin with. That is not how I wanted this spread to go. Just throwing that out there. Not how I expected this to go, but whatever. Maybe this is what I get for starting this off by complaining. But honestly, I'm just trying to keep it real. Okay? I've been putting this off because money has been hard and I've been struggling, and feel like I'm just going to continue to struggle. So yeah, just like knowing that I'm not going to be making that money that I was making anymore. It's pretty concerning for me for actually like saving money this year. Although I do have to say, well, I do have to say, I'm actually kind of impressed by the amount, like, YouTube made me a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, but it made me money more than it normally does. Like I'm going to actually get paid in January, which is wild, because I just got paid in November. I only got paid from YouTube 3 times last year. But for some reason, my content blew up November and December this year, and I'm very grateful, like very grateful. And it's going to at least be kind of helpful. It's only like, you know, $100, but it's better than nothing. So yeah, but that won't come until like later in the month. But yeah, so I'm kind of hoping that maybe like I can do more YouTube wise, like maybe make more money YouTube wise in 2023. That would be really, really nice. All right, that was rude. So yeah, more or less what I'm saying is I'm going to be putting a lot more time and effort into extra things in my life, I think, for 2024, because if I learned anything in 2023, it's that, oh my God, I'm tearing this page out and I'm throwing it away. If I learned anything in 2023 when it comes to money and corporate jobs, is that they really don't care about you at all, or about, you know, you being able to live comfortably. So I'm going to just do my job, and that's it. And I'm going to take which I feel like I really do take all of my breaks, like time-wise, but I don't really use them like I feel like I should be. And I'm going to be in 2024. It is 100% going to be how it goes, because I'm over it. I'm over the amount of money that I'm making for the amount of work that I'm doing. And yeah, so they're gonna get just enough from me. That's pretty much how it's going to go. unless they're going to give me a raise, which even then they're going to get just enough from me because I've been doing a lot of work for not a lot of money the whole time that I've worked there. And it's been like 2 years without a raise, so that is a little bit ridiculous in my personal opinion. So yeah, there's my rant. I'm done now. I'm looking. So yeah, I have lots of things that I'm thinking about for 2024 because of how I'm feeling money-wise. Like, none of them are concrete yet, and this, you know, stems from the fact that it's currently like I'm off of work and I don't have anything better to do. So I'm like thinking of all of the things that I can do and how to spend my time and all of that good stuff. So, you know, we'll see how it actually turns out once I'm back to working. I don't just have a bunch of free time. But I'm really hoping to, like I said, we're being intentional, like going back to my word of the year, we're being intentional with our time, and me being intentional with my time, I think is going to include a lot of me, doing, like using time outside of work very, very well so I can do other things and make other opportunities for myself and things like that. So, I mean, we'll kind of see how it goes, but I definitely have thoughts for things because I keep telling, like, I've told my mom, like, I'm bored of this job, like, I'm annoyed that we're not making money, blah, blah, blah. And her response, of course, as the Gen X that she is, well, get another job then. Okay, well, you make that sound like it's so easy, and we all know that it's not. The job market is swamped right now, and nobody is paying people what they're worth. So why would I go to another place where I'm not getting paid what I'm worth when I can just stay where I am and work on something that actually makes me happy instead? So yeah, I don't know. I just, like, if I get another job, like if I were to leave my company for another job, it would not be a job doing what I'm doing right now because I don't like it that much. Honestly, like, I'm good at it, but I don't know that there's anything that I've ever attempted because ADHD. Honestly, I think that's what it is. I don't know if there's anything that I've ever attempted that I haven't, like, been at least sort of good at after, like, getting into it a little bit. So yeah, I wonder, it's not gonna be like fantastic if I put these together, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, I'm sorry for the ranting and the rambling. I just got all up in my emotions and my feels about work and stuff, thinking about money. This is why I've been putting off this video, you guys, because I'm annoyed with myself when it comes to this. So yeah, but you know, it's fine. We're gonna just do the things and move on. Oh, good. I have no boxes. Love that. I have a lot of dots. We could do dots. Yeah, I don't have any boxes in this one either. Just lots of dots. Okay. Honestly, we could just do dots. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's use, I was gonna say, let's use these ones because I've already used some of them, but there's more florals left in this book than there are in the other one. AKA this one has none left. So let's use this one. Oh goodness. All right. And because I'm just gonna put in dots, I don't really care, I don't think, that they're giant, because these are giant. Or I could cut them and put them up against the side. Maybe I do that, actually. All right, let's just cut both of these rows. I hope that's in the frame, for the most part. I'm just taking my ruler and my knife, and I'm just cutting all of those in half, well, kind of in half. They're not very straight, but that's okay. And we're gonna put dots in for the different things since I don't have any boxes in these colors. Like, I used all of the boxes already. And then we'll just put these up against the edge of the box here. I guess I didn't really need to white those out. I don't know why I did that. I feel like I'm just used to doing it, so that's why I did it, but I didn't really need to. Oh well, that is all right. So I'm just gonna alternate between these. For some reason, somehow, some way, there are a bajillion things that are due on the 2nd. Don't know how that happened, but here we are. Also, these are just so uneven, it's ridiculous, but it's fine. Why can't I put them down up against the edge? This is silly. Oh my goodness. All right. Whatever. It's still not straight, but I don't care. Mostly because I just don't have the patience. I mean, I want it to do what I want it to do, but it's not cooperating, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. That is really how I'm feeling about life recently. All right. Oh, shoot. I didn't think this through. What am I going to do here? I was just going to do dots for everything, but I can't write on top of all of this clear. Well, maybe, I mean, I could just cut down a box to go there. Like, I could cut one of these and make a box to go here, but that's like a lot of work. I don't know that I want to do that. What if we just cut all of this off? Like right here. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it in this open box, but I'm gonna cut the rest of this to the line. I don't think that was very straight, but that's all right. And I'll probably have to get the undo back out, but again, that's fine. I will survive. Oop, okay. That part it's like layered, so it's kind of thick. So I was trying to make sure I cut through it. Oh, shoot. I want this one to go like that. Yeah, trying to make sure I cut through it, and I cut through it a little much. I started to cut through the paper. I could feel it. Oops. Okay, that piece came up. That feels miraculous. I don't know that I'm gonna get so lucky on the rest of this. Oh my gosh, maybe I am. Except right there. That was very rude, but oh well. It'll be okay. Nobody will notice. It's gonna be just fine. I'm trying to think, like, do I want, no. No. We're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it. I think that I'm going to attempt to do that. It's not perfect, but I feel like it stands out less now, maybe? I'm not sure. That was kind of fun. I kind of like that. All right. Let's put a dot there now. So let's see. This needs to be a light colored one because I have some for the 9th and I don't want to put light colored ones under there. So I have a feeling this is going to be another one of those monthlies in my budget planner where everything is on one side. I feel like that happens way more than like it should. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I will never understand how that happens. Okay. Let's see, we have one on the 12th. And then it's gonna be like the only one over here. It's fine. Ah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And then, okay, so in December when I used boxes, but then I took one of my dot markers and I put a dot in the box so I could like check it off once it's been paid. And with these, I'll just check these off since I'm just putting in dots. Also, I apologize that I've been doing this for 20 minutes and all I've done for the most part is complain. I mean, I did put stickers on the spread, but I feel like I did a lot of complaining. I apologize. I'm just over capitalist society, if you can't tell. Yeah, I'm just over it. And I will leave it at that. So when I get to the actual like writing, like I want to write down what each paycheck is going to like be, right? So like or how much words, the bills for each paycheck. But I don't think I'm gonna go further than that and like do, you know, what I'm going to pull out for like cash or sinking funds or anything like that, because I'm just not sure what my paycheck is going to be, and I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it to pull out any cash at all, or if I'm going to even be able to really do sinking funds with the 80-hour paycheck. I was looking at it and it's kind of like, it's kind of weird. I think I don't want 2 of this color in this row, but I also don't really want another light blue there. I guess I will though, that's fine. Where can this one go? I don't know. But I'm not, oh yeah, so I was doing some math, which not my strong suit, so I'm hoping that I was doing very poor math, which honestly, it was a lot of guesstimation math, so it's very possible, very probable, honestly, that it wasn't great math. But I was doing some math, trying to figure out, like, okay, what am I going to, like, based on the 88-hour paycheck, what should my 80-hour paycheck be? But I feel like the math that I did not work very well, because it was like, it was a really, really big difference. And I just don't feel like it was right. I hope it wasn't right. So that's the biggest one. I hope it wasn't right. Will I be surprised if it's right? No, probably not, because I feel like nothing is surprising anymore when it comes to money and paychecks, because it's all sad. But if it is right though, then there really isn't any money. Like there won't be any extra money to like pull out for sinking funds or anything like that. Yeah, like there won't be any. There just won't, because I will have to buy groceries and feed myself, and I won't be able to do that and take out money for other things if the math that I did was right. So I'm not going to do any of that in this video, just because I'm really like not sure what it's going to end up being like, but I am going to just like set up the very basics of like, this is what I'm going to have to pay on each of these paychecks. Sorry, my brain like forgot the words that I was trying to say there. So yeah, Also, I've been really thinking, like, all right, maybe it's time to get rid of, like, some of these things that I'm paying for and, like, using and not using and whatever. But at the same time, like, most of it is just, like, bills. Like, it's not, there's not a whole lot of, like, pleasure things in here. Honestly. Like, most of it is bills. So, yeah. Because I definitely keep thinking, like, okay, I can get rid of some of this stuff. And then I look at it and I'm like, no, I don't really think I could. So, yeah. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to fast forward this part because it might take me a minute because my hand kind of hurts, if I'm being honest. But I'm going to go through, write in all of the bills that correspond with the dots, and then I will be back. Okay. Got all the bills written in, and like I was saying, the only ones that I think I could potentially, like, get rid of, it would be, like, Patreon, Going West, like, so Patreon, and then these two are podcasts, like, extra episodes for podcasts. And then I could get rid of Spotify Premium, but, like, that would be sad because then I'm, like, don't have music anymore. And then, yeah. And then, like, Netflix, my family uses my Netflix, so it's not just me that I'm, like, getting rid of it for or whatever. And then, like, same with Hulu. Like, my family uses my Hulu. So, yeah. It's just one of those things where I'm like, there's not really a whole lot of things in here or a whole lot of money in here, really, that I could, like, get rid of. Like, if I got rid of this, like, if I got rid of Patreon, these two podcasts, and Spotify, that would take, like, maybe $50. That would be, like, $50, which doesn't really do a whole lot. So, yeah. That's where I'm at with that. All right. I need a piece of paper, and I don't think I got one out. And I don't know that I actually put any into, I did not. I didn't put any into my budget planner either. So let me get a piece of paper. I don't know what I was thinking there, but that's okay. We will retrieve a piece and write down some, oh my gosh, write down some budget stuff. So, I'm actually gonna put this back because I'm done with that now. And I think it turned out really nice. If nothing else, at least it's pretty. Like, at least it's nice to look at, even though it, you know, makes me sad. Oh, you know what I didn't put in here, though? I didn't put paydays in here. I think I'm gonna use full bullets for that. Oh, I was like, where did the page go? So I'll put one here. I'm like, what do I do with it? I'll just put it there. No, you know what? I don't need bullets. What am I doing? I don't need that. I'm just gonna write it in there. But we're gonna use, like, a thicker pen. We'll use this fine liner, which is thicker than my Klenna. So this will be a payday. Actually, it's technically, like, before that, but we're gonna put it there because it's like, I'm going to use that payday for this month. And then technically the payday is here, even though, like, it normally would be here, but since this is Martin Luther King Day, I'm gonna put the date. It's actually the 29th. Since this is Martin Luther King Day, and according to my sister at the bank, Friday and Monday are, like, the same day, more or less. We're getting paid there, and then we'll get paid here, but this payday will go toward February. All right, now I'm done for real with this page. So let's move to the part that makes me sad, honestly, which is the actual money part. Like, I just gotta be honest, the actual money part is a little bit sad. It is a little bit sad. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to, like, I want to make sure I can see this, but there we go, that'll work. All right, let's label this with fun colors. Just, you know, because we can at this point, right? What is that? Okay, cute. All right, so we have the payday of $12.29. And then I think I'm just gonna actually use like front and back of this page because I feel like that actually makes more sense. So yeah, let's just put this in here because I was gonna say I could put like estimated and actual like paychecks, but the estimated paycheck actually like makes me want to vomit a little bit, if I'm being honest. I mean, I guess I could put it in there. At least it's like there as something. Okay, hold on. Let me do the math again really quick. Okay, so for this paycheck, my estimation of what this is going to be is not very much. So hopefully it's more than that. And then we'll do an actual, like what the actual ends up being. And then for this one, I think it's 88 hours. Oh no, it's 9. Oh yeah, it is 88 hours. So it should be, which it might end up being more than this because I think it's going to have overtime on it, but it should be something close to this. So we'll kind of see how it turns out. Okay, on the 29th. So actually, I know I put my monthly away, but let me explain this. I feel like I've explained it before, but I mean, I usually try to explain it at least once, like in the video to try to make it make some sort of sense. So I'll get paid on the 29th. So with that paycheck, I want to pay everything up until the next paycheck. And normally the next paycheck would be like on the 15th. So the 12th, I include Spotify with this first paycheck. And then the second paycheck of the month, so this one, I'll pay everything else for the month. Along with, well, oh yeah, pay everything else for the month. Caveats to that are bills that are bigger, I split them into 2 for the month. So for like rent, I, on the 15th of December when I got paid, already put away half of what rent is going to be. So the other half will come from this paycheck. And then on my second paycheck of the month, I'll put away half for the next month's rent. And I do that for, so rent, Discover, Citi, Ally, Amex, Hulu, Evergy, Student Loan, and Progressive. I do, like, I split those up half and half. Everything else is just paid with the paycheck that it falls under. So I think that makes sense. I just feel like it's so hard to explain. And it probably isn't, but it feels like it is. So, yeah, I tried. I try every time, I feel like, to explain that. And every time I feel like it doesn't work that well. All right. So going off of what I said, what we need to do, maybe this actually, we'll do it this way. So going off of like splitting them by paycheck, for $12.29 paycheck, we'll have rent, Patreon, Discover, iCloud, Going West, AT&T, Netflix, City, Ally, which is my car payment, and then Spotify. So those are all of the ones that come before the second paycheck. That's all of them right there. But then, like I said, I pay bigger bills, I split in half. So what I will also need is half of Amex, half of Hulu, half of Evergy, which is our electricity, half of student loan, because yeah, it's not that much, but I feel like it's enough that I should split it, make my life better. And then Progressive, I'm almost done paying off, or paying this one for, yeah, I'm almost done with this section of this bill. Sorry, I got distracted. My contact is losing its mind. At least I think it's my contact. I'm not 100% sure. But okay, so that would be all of them there. And then I'll go back and write in the amounts in just a minute. But then for this paycheck, we're going to do all of these down here. So it'll be, did I skip a line? Yeah, I like continuity. So we'll do Canva, the other half of Amex. We'll do Planet Fitness. And then Kindle, which is my Kindle Unlimited subscription. And then TCG, which is another podcast. And then the other half of Hulu, the other half of Evergy, the other half of my student loan, and then the other half of Progressive. And then we'll go back to this, but it'll be for February. So we're gonna put away half of rent for February. We'll pay half of Discover for February. We'll pay half of City for February and half of Ally. So that way I like stay a little bit ahead, and all of my paychecks are a little bit, or I guess all of the amounts that I'm paying each paycheck stay a little bit more consistent. Not completely consistent because, you know, things are different prices, but a little bit more on the consistent side. So now I'm just gonna write in how much all of this is and then add it all up. And then I think that's all I'm gonna do in this video, because like I said, I am feeling it very much like I'm not gonna be able to do any of my like sinking funds or anything. This paycheck is just going to be a survive paycheck, a paycheck where I just buy some groceries and I do nothing else, because I am not going to have a whole lot left over, at least according to the math that I did to get this estimate. Oh, that's not right. Again, really hoping that my math was just bad, which is possible, but I also don't want to like get my hopes up, you know? Because all that does is then make me mad all over again when it comes to getting paid. There should be, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, a little bit of overtime on this paycheck, but not a ton. Like, I think it's, let's see, 8 hours maybe. So it might actually end up being the same as this estimate. That might actually be what it ends up being, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So yeah, I don't know. So I'm hoping, because I think it was, let's see, I worked 2 12-hour days last week, which is 8 hours of overtime. So maybe it'll be, I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. We shall see what occurs. Okay, let me write these in really quick. And then we can add them up and be sad together. That's honestly, like, that's the point that I'm at with money, I feel like. I feel like I was doing well. There was a point during this year where I was doing really well. And then I don't know what happened. It all fell apart. But, oh well. I swear, one of these times I'm gonna stop complaining when I say I'm gonna stop complaining. I'm sorry. Because I know that I hate listening to other people complain about the same thing over and over again. So I really need to stop doing it myself. I really do hope, though, at some point during 2024, which is just like, is that a real number? It's so weird. I really do hope to get to the point where I'm like doing really well with cash spending and paying more attention to what I'm spending and just like doing a better job of being an adult. That's really what I feel like right now. I feel like I'm like struggling as an adult. I was gonna say failing, but that's a little extreme. Not failing, definitely just struggling as an adult because I can't do the money thing. But I know a lot of people can't do the money thing, and I know this is like honestly a large part of, this is a large society problem. What the I think I fudged up. I think I hit the plus button twice, and I might not have, but it felt like I did, so we're just gonna do it again. Also really annoying. I mean, obviously people are going to make a career out of stuff like that, but it's really annoying that there's people out there that are like, yeah, let me help you fix your money. And I'm gonna do that by you paying me. And I'm like, well, if I'm already struggling with money, then how am I gonna pay you? You know? Like, come on. It's fine. All right. I'm gonna do, I know I said, this is a really long video. I'm so sorry. I think this is just how this is gonna be. I could do this in 2 parts, but also like, I don't want to. So the other thing that I'm going to do, so we'll have pay on payday. And I'm just gonna use this blue. Things that I need to pay on payday. I need to pay rent, Discover, City, need to, yeah, Ally, Amex. Yeah, we're gonna pay these also. Well, That one, I'm not 100% sure on. This one, I am going to pay. I guess I could do that one too. Okay. And then we'll do move to extra. So I think I've discussed this before, but I have my checking account, I have a savings account, and then I have like an extra account, which is where I put like bill money to that, like I want to make sure I don't spend throughout the month. So I'm kind of thinking that I might go back to being like really strict with this. So there was a point in time where I was moving money every week just to like make sure that I wasn't spending it. And I think it might be time to go back to that. So on the 29th, when I get paid, I need to go back to the monthly. On the 29th, when I get paid, I'm going to leave anything for this week. So everything else is going to get moved. So we're going to move Netflix. We're going to move, so it'll just be Netflix, Spotify, and then these other things. So Hulu and Evergy, which Hulu and Evergy are things that I was moving, but like that I was going to move anyway. But I think moving Netflix and Spotify, that way it's not there. Like I can't even look at it. It's in a different account. I mean, I can look at it, but you know, it takes a little bit more work. Move it to a different account and just move on. So yeah. All right. So let's do estimated leftover. So if I take this estimated and subtract, what my bills are going to cost, I'm going to have just enough to buy groceries. And this is why I said this makes me want to vomit. But I'll have just enough to buy myself some groceries. And yeah, so I set up this tracker, the sinking funds tracker, but I'm not going to be able to move anything, like to do anything with this week. Yeah. If this is actually what I end up making and this is actually what I get, I'm not going to be able to do anything with that, which it's fine. It happens. So let's do the math for these ones. So what was I doing? Oh yeah. We'll do pay on payday. So on payday, we will pay this and this and this. And then we have move to extra, and we're going to move, oh, I need the monthly again, dang. I thought I was done. All right, so we're gonna move everything that's not during this like first week here. So everything after Kindle will get moved. So move this, and then what will happen, oh, excuse me, what are those words? What is this? And then I'll have to like make a note to myself in my planner, which is what planners are for. I will have to make sure that I am moving what needs to be moved on Monday. So for instance, like on this Monday, maybe even on Sunday, probably on Sunday, I will move, maybe that's how I'll do it. Every Sunday, I'll check like what needs to be moved for this coming week. That would probably be good. So like on Sunday, I'll move TCG, Hulu, and Evergy into my account. Like from my extra account into my payment account. And with Hulu and Evergy, what I'll do is I'll move the combined. So I'll have For instance, like for Hulu, I'm moving 45 and Evergy, I'm moving 43, but that's per paycheck. So then on this Sunday, I'll move 90, I think that's right. Yeah, 90 and I think it's like 85. Oh, it'll be more than that. It'll be 84, but whatever. Or 86, geez. But I'll move like the combined total into my checking account. And then here we'll do estimated leftover will be so this one I'll have more, so I can do a little bit more moving around of things. So for the first like 2 weeks of January, your girl's not going anywhere. Just gonna put that out there. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I'm buying groceries, the end. Because that's all I'm gonna have money for. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so that was my very lengthy, I feel like that was so lengthy, but I honestly, like I said, I've thought about doing these videos before in multiples, and I think I've maybe done it once, but I just want to be done with it. Like, I just want to do it all and be done and move on with my life. So, yeah. All right. There we have it. So I have my January monthly and my budget planner all set up. I have my budget and what I'm going to do and all the things all set up. I have my sinking funds tracker ready to go for if there is extra money anywhere that I can use. And yeah, so that's going to be all for me. Oh, like I said, I will also get paid at some point. I think it's like during this week. I should get paid from YouTube, but it'll only be like $100, I think. But, you know, something. We'll see what it ends up being, but something like that. But yeah, so that's going to be all for me in this video. If you stuck around for this whole video, I appreciate you, because this ended up being way longer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, sorry for all the rambling about, you know, the world of capitalism, but that seems to be on my mind right now. And yeah, if you stuck around, I appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, you can hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.